Please stand by.
Loading. Loading complete.
30,
29, 28,
27,
26,
25, 24,
20,
22,
21, 20, 18,
17,
16, 15, 14, 13,
12,
11, 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4,
2,
1. Now for what you've all been waiting for.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
good morning, good day, good evening, good night, good whatever it happens to be where you are. And hello to everybody who watches this in the future. And we have a deep state annex in the chat. Hellos. Yes, two people here. So I guess I'm just talking to you then. And 2 a.m. here, huh? Well, I guess it'd be good morning for you, or good night, or whatever it is. Well, we get to start out with Molly. He's showing up to hang out with us. She's getting belly rubs. There. Now, actually, I had to really kind of push myself to do this show today. Yeah, yes, everybody loves Molly. She's a good doggo. But I've had to really push myself off today. I was thinking about canceling, and well, I missed last week's, so I figured I really should do today's show. I had to help a friend out last week, so yeah. Hello, my unfinished journey, or my unfinished song. We can get to that in a second. How about we start with the opening song? Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh, but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear, we haven't a bus, but smiles were made, dear, for people like us. In the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun? Times are bombing, getting bummer, still we have fun. There's nothing sure, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Tax collectors getting closer, still we have fun. Twins and cares, dear, come in pairs, dear, don't we have fun? We've only started, no, we're not downhearted. When I'm laid off, I'll be paid off, ain't we got fun? Line was mad and getting madder, ain't we got fun? Times are bad and getting badder, still we have fun. There's nothing sure, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Well, I do hope we have fun. And of course, we have an unfinished sock. I hope that sock can at least keep your foot warm. And they're putting laundry away. So I'm guessing that this unfinished sock has lost their pair. And we have Wallace Lang. Hail to you too. Now, so seeing as we have our unfinished business here, currently going by my unfinished song. Now, the reason why we have a unfinished song here is that he's been working on a little project called Let Freedom Ring. And he's against my better judgment and wants me to participate in it. Here is a version of My Country 'Tis of Thee. Now, I made a few slight adjustments to the song. Seeing as there's the last lyrics gets into God and stuff, and I'm trying to avoid getting to religion and all that here, really. And there were other verses I could use in place of it. I also made a couple of small changes to a couple of the words in it because I just felt it flowed a little bit better that way. So in a sense, this is kind of my own version. So I hope you like it. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. My native country, the land of the noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocky rills, thy woods and templed hills. My heart with rapture thrills like that above. No more shall tyrants here with haughty steps appear in soldiers' bands. No more shall tyrants tread above the patriot dead. No more our blood be shed by foreign hands. Let music swell the breeze and ring from all the trees sweet freedom song. Let moral tongues awake, let all that breathe partake, let rocks their silent break, the sound prolong. The silver eastern strands, thy golden gate that stands fronting the west. Thy flowery southern flare, thy northern sweet crystal air, O land beyond compare, we love thee best. There, and that is how I got kicked off the project. Greeting, sentient beings, and greeting to you. Have a bunch of unfinished socks and soft girl crochet projects. Oh, yes. That's always fun, huh? Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to knit with the stuff that software sent me. Not as easy as it looks. I think I know where I'm going wrong. It's not quite sure how to quite adjust it yet, so I'm working on it. The word God is the accepted name for the supreme deity, for it is used equally by Christians, Jews, Muslims, and Buddhists alike. Yes, that is true. The line they swapped out. Oh, oh, it reference God. I'll give you that. So basically, the line they swapped out, which can be found in, I think it's actually in an older version, is what I used. The thy silver Eastern strands, thy golden gate that stands. That's actually from, I believe, an older version of the song. But the one that we have goes, Our Father's God, to the author of liberty, to thee we sing. Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God our King. Of course, the great God our King part does seem to reference in specifically the the Judeo-Christian version of God. So, which doesn't really surprise me, considering I believe. Let's see, check my notes here. It was a yeah, it was a clergyman and who revised the song. So, at any rate, seeing as I'm still doing singing here, how about we get to one of the songs on the wheel? Have you seen the well-to-do up on Lexing Avenue, on the famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air, high hats and narrow collars, white spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time? If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits, putting on the Ritz? Spangled gowns upon the devy, of highbrows from down the levee, all misfits, putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes, every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows. Come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits, putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits, putting on the Ritz? Spangled gowns upon the devy, of highbrows from down the levee, all misfits, putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes, every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows. Come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits, putting on the Ritz. Come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits, putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz. Man is a baritone, I respect. Yeah, it was really fun in trying to do chorus singing in middle school when my voice was cracking. Yes, I'm singing with a little bit of Tullamore Dew honey in me. Though I recently got myself another thing of Kraken. I'm not gonna drink it tonight because this stuff is damn strong. But it's a Kraken Navy limited edition in rum, and it's 94 proof. So if I'm drinking this stuff, I'm gonna be slurring all my mercy things like. So Can't really drink that right now. Let's see here. Yeah, we get into our loss for the month, or actually, I believe this was from last week. Yes, I believe this happened on Tuesday 11th, on the 11th. Okay. Yeah, so this was from last week here. But you'll probably had seen, possibly have seen posts like this here, where we have Super Mario creator Kazuki Motoyama has passed away. Well, calling him the creator is a little misleading, honestly. What he created was actually the manga, not the character of Super Mario. So Kazuki Motoyama, the creator of Koda Anashi, the Super Mario manga, has passed away at age 69. So his is a version of his work here. Kazuki, the Japanese artist and writer behind Koda Anashi, the Super Mario manga, has passed away at age 69. Great age to pass away on, I gotta say. As recently he confirmed by his sister here on Instagram. If you have to be an avid fan of Nintendo, world famous mustachioed plumber, beyond just his appearance in the video games, it's quite possible that you may have come across Motoyama's work in the past while looking for Mario artwork. We're scanning Nintendo Wiki, is a website. It's online. And he's the person responsible for illustrating and writing the serialized Super Mario manga, which appeared in Kodansha's anthology magazine Comic Bomb Bomb between 1988 and 1998. And also notably, he featured several adaptations of old Mario games, journeying from Super Mario Bros. 3 all the way up to Super Mario 64. Mamma mia! This is a series he would later end up continuing unofficially with the announcement of a spin-off manga named Kenopa-chan Forever in 2019, focusing on his original character, the Toad Girl in Kenopa. Kazuki Mario author of several manga adaptations of Super Mario, has passed away. According to his sister, he was 69 years old. Moriyama, as Mario comics were often known for their expressive art style, self-referential gags. Motoyama often appeared in his comics as an overworked mangaka named Moto-Oten. An outrageous humor with the artist is regularly featuring comical nudity and sexual innuendos in the officially licensed Nintendo works. Giggity. Often in the surprise of modern audiences. So basically, he's giving a middle finger to those modern audiences, huh? Because of this, his work has arguably transcended its original Japanese audience, becoming a source of integral and amusement of Nintendo fans around the world. Some of whom have already begun to pay tribute to the author. Before working on Mario series, Motoyama originally made his debut in the world of the manga back in 1977, and with the release of the story Love and Meanie, which was published in the bi-monthly Sojourn magazine in Deluxe X Margaret. From there, he then went on to make his shonen debut just 2 years later with Hatari no Kanamaru Ukon. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly. In Weekly Shonen Jump in 1979. Hey, that's on my birthday! A magazine he would later end up contributing to regularly. Before creating several history-based books in the mid-80s to satisfy his interest in Japan and his history. He written into Instagram. Lisa Monoyama did reveal the cause of her brother's passing. But thank those who cared for her brother during his lifetime. Here at Time Extension, in our thoughts are with Lisa and the rest of Motoyama's friends and family during their difficult time. I remember playing the original Mario Brothers game at the arcade in 1980s. I remember the very first time I saw Super Mario Brothers. I was at a small video rental store, and they had a Nintendo set up for kids to play with. And I just sat there and played the game for a little bit. Actually, I don't think I ever even got past the first level when I was on there. But I was kind of distracted by picking out a movie, and it was the first time I ever picked up the game too. So. Well, as we usually do, it definitely deserves the parting glass. Of all the money that I had, I spent it in good company. In all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whate'er befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whate'er befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. But since it has so ought to be, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you all. silver balls to the Hempton. And so my roommate and I would get drunk and walk a mile and a half to the arcade. He'd he walk so Herbert is up enough to play he half decently. Okay. Bought an Atari 260 EVECS for myself in 1981, and at J.C. Penney along with the Space Invaders game cartridge. Nice purchases. Let's see what we have on the wheel here. Must have been a beautiful baby. Let's see here. You must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to win blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby, 'cause baby, look at you now. Does your mother realize the stork delivered quite a prize the day he left you on the family tree? Does your dad appreciate that you're merely super great? A miracle for any century. If they don't, just send them both to me. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby, 'cause baby, look at you now. Yeah. Going to have hands full, so won't be typing a lot. Well, okay. What else do I have on the menu here? Yes. We can get to this. Actually, before I get to this, how about we do one more song? I know. How about we get into a Tom Lehrer? We haven't done Tom Lehrer. Of course, this is one of my favorite hits of Tom Lehrer's. And thanks to him, the late great Tom Lehrer, for giving permission to everybody use his songs. Spring is here, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world is in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun shining bright, everything seems alright when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amongst laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickened with each drop of strychnine, and we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison the pigeons in the park. So I saw this post on X. A new species of prehistoric shark, Pichi, Pochita, Sarah, Pet, Cerisi, I am not going to pronounce that, has been named after Pochita from Chainsaw Man. Ancient saw shark fossil named after Chainsaw Man and Pochita discovered in Chile. Scientists have named the newly discovered ancient saw shark species after Chainsaw Man's beloved character Pochita. Blending pop culture and paleontology in a unique tribute. Well, maybe not that unique. I mean we do have a bunch of nerd herds in science after all. The fossil discovered in Chile is Baja Formation, Glesa Formation in the Atacama region, and was detailed in a study published in papers in paleontology. Researchers identified two previously unknown species, one of which was named Pochi Isara. Let's give it a try. Patrici Sanalaci. Yeah, Sanalacia. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly. Honoring both the dog size chin Soul Devil from Tatsuki Fujimoto's manga in Chilean and paleontologist is Patricia Canales, who decided her career as marine fossil research before her passing in 2022. Chainsaw Man, immortalized in paleontology. According to researcher Martin Chavez Hoffmeister from the Universidad de San Piso una Sion. They switched languages on me there. The decision to name the Salstra after Pochita was a way to connect scientific discovery with modern storytelling, which I am all in favor of, by the way, and hope to do some here on this channel. This combination seems like a good way to connect paleontology with pop culture. Often, as are said, imagine shared in El Daro, the comma at the comma, and later amplified by anime fans online and show fossilized remains of the prehistoric shark which lived millions of years ago, unlikely use its elongated snout of jagged teeth to hunt prey, mirroring the chainsaw-like form that inspired the name. Pochita, known in Chainsaw Man as the loyal companion of Denji, he fuses is with the protagonist is to form the series' half-human, half-chainsaw hero. The character's mix of cuteness and brutality he has made him one of anime's most recognizable icons, and now he's part of scientific history. Uh, I used my loan and more money to buy an Apple II Plus, changed my life. Well, I'm glad that you're happy with your purchase. A little up close nose of that. There's that artist rendering of the shark up close. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. I can, yeah, that's better. So we can get a little bit better view of this thing. I'm guessing they selected the coloring based on the character rather than what actually he was colored. So let's see what else we have on the wheel. If StreamYard stops messing with me. StreamYard seems to have this thing about wanting to make the screen that I'm looking at really, really small for some reason. Indeed I do. Now, this song is usually sung by a woman, but I think I make it work. Assuming you can actually put up with my singing. I was so blue till you came along, just to make my life a wonderful song. You brought sunshine just to brighten my loneliness. Is it any wonder in my happiness? I confess. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? There are lots of others that I have met. Those you meet today, tomorrow forget. You're the only one who ever could stand the test. That's the reason why I choose you from the rest. You're the best. do I want you? Oh my, do I, honey? Did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I, honey? Did I do? And see what other song we have on the wheel. I bought it at the computer. Here, you got me. The floppy drive one and floppy drive. Oh wow, going all the way back to floppy drives, huh? Genie with light brown hair. All right. I dream of Jeannie with a light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour. Many were the blackbirds that warbled the more. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I long for Jeannie with a date-on smile, radiant in gladness, warm with wit and guile. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, sighing round my heart, oh, the fond hopes that die. Sighing like the night wind, sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that comes not again. Oh, I long for Jeannie, my heart bows low, never more to find her where the bright waters flow. I sigh for Jeannie, but her light form strayed far from the fond hearts around her native glade. Her smiles have vanished, her sweet songs flown, flitting like the dreams that have cheered us and gone. Now the nodding wildflowers may wither on the shore, while her gentle fingers will cull them no more. Oh, I sigh for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I'm guessing Jeannie was cremated. I just took the whole tone of that song out, didn't I? Yeah, I still actually have a lot of my old consoles stored away, including my original Nintendo. uh, Being on here, we watched the Del Toro version of Frankenstein earlier today. It was quite good. I was actually thinking about doing a sort of comparison of how accurate this movie was to the book. And there actually are a number of things that it does follow the book pretty well with, and some things it obviously deviates with, like all the movies that are out there. Frankenstein, but Also yesterday, hey, I happened to watch a video by James Rolfe, aka the angry video game nerd. He wasn't in character for this particular video, but he did a side by side comparison of the book. Look at how accurate it was as for a lot of the other movies released. He's going back from the original, black and white one that we probably all know, Young Frankenstein, and all the way up to this new one. I don't think I will spoil what the results were, but if you go over the Cinemassacre, I'm sure you can go watch it. It's about a 50-minute video, and it's a whole lot more comprehensive than what I was going to do. And besides, I've got a bunch of other videos I really need to get around to making. And more recently, I've been actually working on my stories again, and I put aside about a year ago, after I had been sick. So it's been kind of nice getting back on my feet lately. But that's not the only Frankenstein we have here for tonight. Because I happen to find the old-time radio broadcast as doing a rendition of Frankenstein.
Weird circle. In this cave by the restless sea, we are met to call from out of the past stories, strange and weird. Bellkeeper, toll the bell, so that all may know we are gathered again in the weird circle.
Of the past, phantoms of a world gone by, speak again the immortal tale, Frankenstein.
The wind howling outside my lonely home is my only companion. All else is quiet here, as I sit by my window in the parlor, writing this document for the scientific world. Be warned, you doctors and scientists who come after me. Be warned that man must not experiment with the secrets of life. My experiences started in the University of Manchester, where I was studying natural history. It was after class, May 22nd, 1818, that Professor Waldman, my close dear friend Henry Clerval, and myself were in the laboratory of the university.
Victor Frankenstein, your persistence amazes me. Someday I shall sit at your feet and allow you to teach me.
Thank you, Professor Waldman. But the whole subject of the structure of man has always been too clouded in mysticism.
Well, frankly, Victor, I prefer mysticism.
Well, that's because you're a mystic, Henry.
Why, Henry's no more a mystic than I am. He just loves to avoid arduous work.
Oh, translating that means I'm lazy, eh, Professor?
Well, if you prefer to put it that way, I rather think of you as a student whose nervous structure does not take kindly to natural history.
The professor's kinder to you than you are to yourself, Henry.
Well, if I worked as hard as you do, Victor, I should probably wear that same gaunt, sleepless look that you carry about.
Well, my experiment will be finished tonight. And then I'll manage the 8 hours sleep that other men manage.
The secret experiment will be finished tonight, huh?
Well, then, will you tell us just exactly what you're doing in the basement at home?
I'll tell the entire world. As a matter of fact, I stayed after class this afternoon, Professor Wallman, to ask you to join me this evening in the basement of our place to watch the completion of my work.
Oh, well, how about me?
I don't think I dare invite more than one, Henry. And the professor is more interested in this type of procedure than you are.
I shall be delighted, Victor.
Just the best friend who never knows what's going on in his own home, that's all.
It's not that, Henry. But I thought you'd entertain Elizabeth for me, while the professor and I were at work.
Entertaining Elizabeth will be a delightful favor, old boy. You know, I think you trust me too much with her. Have you ever met Victor's fiancée, Professor Waldman? She's one of the most charming...
Yes, Elizabeth was one of the most charming, beautiful women I'd ever known. I had been in love with her from childhood, but even my love for Elizabeth couldn't dim my passionate zeal for the work I was doing. It was 8 o'clock that evening. Henry, Elizabeth, and I were seated in the parlor. Elizabeth was saying...
I'll be so glad, Victor, darling, when all this is over. If you only knew how tired you look.
The minute my work is done, successfully or unsuccessfully, I promise you, Elizabeth, we'll be married and off to Switzerland before Henry has time to lock up this place.
But first, we find out about the secret in the basement.
Henry's being eaten up by curiosity.
I don't blame him. I'm suffering pangs of what's it all about, too.
Well, you'll both know soon. I wonder where Professor Wallman is. He's late.
He'll be here soon, Victor. Stop pacing the floor, sweetheart.
I think I'll start my work downstairs. Send the professor down when he arrives, will you, darling?
We'll come down ourselves and take a look around. Or will I turn into a pillar of salt for peeking?
Nobody ever turned into a pillar of salt for peeking, Beth. It was for looking back.
Oh, nothing like a good practical working knowledge of the Bible for scientific experiments. It starts the night off right.
Yes, I thought jokingly of that paragraph from the Bible then. And she was turned into a pillar of salt. But what about a man who looks back? There is no ready reference for him or for me. I went downstairs to my laboratory at a little past 8, opened the door, and started to tinker around to pass the time more quickly. My every sense was alive, taut, waiting, with the sense of what was to come. I heard a knock on the side door, which led me from my laboratory directly into the forest, which bordered Manchester. I looked out and...
Good evening, Victor.
Oh, did Elizabeth tell you to come down this way, Professor?
No, I found the entrance to your laboratory quite by myself.
I help you with your coat, sir?
No. You proceed with your work. Nothing like trivialities to annoy a scientist at work. There we are.
Well, follow me, Professor, into the back room, and you'll see for yourself what this is all about.
Well, I feel that I'm in for a most exhilarating evening. I wish I had more students fashioned in your mold, Victor.
Well, Professor, here is my...
Why, what's this? A full-sized replica of a man?
Yes, only he isn't full-sized. He's fashioned on a grander scale. I should say this creature standing up would be approximately 8 feet 2 inches tall.
Well, you should have been an artist, Victor. He's a perfect reproduction. What did you make him out of? Wood? Clay?
Animal flesh.
Flesh?
Feel him.
Oh, feels like the body of a dead man.
Or the body of a man who hasn't as yet been brought to life. This body is complete in every detail. Heart, lungs, teeth. Even the fine nervous system.
Oh, it's interesting. Yes, interesting. How about the brain cells?
Yes, adult brain cells. I think he's quite handsome, don't you?
Well, each man to his own taste. He's the best reproduction of a man I've ever seen, but actually his face is hideous. As a plastic surgeon, my dear Victor, I'm afraid I can't give you much credit. Well, what do you intend to do with this hulk?
You see this fluid here in the test tube?
Yes.
I filled the hypodermic needle with it. And now I'm going to inject the full 8 ounces into the vein, directly above his heart.
But why?
Watch. You see, Professor, quite by accident, I stumbled on the secret of life. I've been bringing small one-cell creatures to life for quite some time.
The secret of life?
Within 30 seconds, after this injection, this creature will live.
You're trying to play God, Victor. It's heresy.
It's science. I'm making a new race, by far finer than the present one. Larger in structure, stronger, heavier, healthier. A race able to live on nuts and berries. With a greater capacity for feeling.
Victor, for the love of heaven, don't go through with this experiment. No man living has the right to tamper with the secret of life. You've created a monster on that floor. You've no idea what will happen if you go through with this.
Watch, Professor. The injection.
I only hope and pray this is a failure.
It can't be. His eyes moved. Watch him, Professor. He's like a baby, first realizing life. His hands touch the floor. His eyes are trying to focus on the world around him.
He's hideous.
Yes, he's hideous. I made the skin too much like parchment, I'm afraid.
Victor, get rid of that monster.
He's trying to stand up.
If that mind which you've created is a twisted one, have you any idea what kind of horror you've let loose in England? As a humanitarian, I feel it my Christian duty to do this now.
Put that knife down, Professor.
No, I can't let... Oh, he's got me in the clutch of his hand. Command him to stop this, Victor.
Stop fighting him, Professor. He's frightened. He has the same reactions as a child. Grabs and won't let loose.
Let me go, monster.
Stop! Don't go out that door. Put the professor down. Don't go out that door. The monster left my laboratory through the side entrance into the forest, carrying the incredibly mangled body of the professor with him. I rushed out of my laboratory after him, but the creature was faster than I, and he disappeared from view. I returned to my laboratory and destroyed all evidence of the creature's manufacture. I burned the blueprints from which I had made his body. Then, carefully, I locked my laboratory and went upstairs to join Henry Clerval and Elizabeth. I must have looked wild-eyed as I entered the room.
Henry, that's most amusing. You tell the best anecdotes in all of England.
Oh, you flatter me, Elizabeth.
Oh, Victor, you're through sooner than we expected. Darling, what's the matter?
Didn't the professor show up?
Nothing's the matter. My experiment was a failure.
Oh.
But the professor...
He never showed up. Beth, Henry, I want to go away.
Of course, darling, we will, as soon as Henry can get the house locked up.
I don't want to wait. I want to leave at once, tonight. Please, tonight, Beth. We can get married before we cross the channel and then go to Switzerland.
But it's almost midnight now, darling.
What's the difference? Please, Beth, if you love me.
But why tonight, Victor?
Henry, you've no idea what I've been through. I have to get away at once.
Of course, darling, if you insist. Anything you want.
And we'll be married before daylight. Darling, darling, Beth. I know a little minister whom we can awake. And so Beth and I were married that evening in a little chapel on the coast. Then the three of us fled to Bern, Switzerland. I refused to have anything to do with the civilized world. No newspapers, no word of home. Just the peace and quiet of the Swiss mountains. Henry and Elizabeth both tried to learn of the events which had occurred in my laboratory that evening. But I never broke my silence on that subject. After the first tries, they refrained from asking me about it again. It was in the middle of the 4th month of our visit when Henry and I were sitting on the terrace of the little house in the mountain. Beth was out picking berries when Henry suddenly...
Victor, I'm your closest friend. I've tried to keep silent about... Well, Victor, the day after we left England, I bought a newspaper.
Did you, Henry?
Yes, I saw this clipping on the front page. I couldn't very well miss it.
What clipping?
This one. The horribly mangled remains of Professor Waldman was found on Beekman Hill. The identity of the unknown murderer is being sought by Scotland Yard.
Poor Professor Waldman. I'd no idea.
Hadn't you?
No. What are you trying to say to me, Henry?
You're leaving England so suddenly that very night. Your fear of being discovered, the secret experiment. Well, it all seemed to add up to some kind of strange connection with this clipping. Now, if you're in trouble, Victor, you can depend on me. I'll stay by your side.
I'm not in trouble. I'm just tired, terribly tired.
And you know nothing of the professor?
Absolutely nothing.
He didn't come to our chateau that evening.
I told you he didn't then. Stop questioning me.
Victor! Victor!
We're out here, Beth.
Oh, I've just had a horrible experience. Oh, darling, I'm so glad to see you.
You're pale, Beth. Sit down right here next to me.
Well, what happened, Beth?
Well, I was walking in the woods not far from here when I looked up and saw... Well, I saw a man. Sort of a man standing over me.
Well, men aren't so bad. That is, if you happen to know the right ones. And you do.
I'm not joshing, Henry. He wasn't exactly a man. He was twice the height of anyone I've ever seen. And his skin looked like dried parchment. It's incredible, but I think I've seen a monster.
Monster?
Yes, I ran away. He didn't follow me. He just stared after me, watching me. You do believe me, don't you?
A monster stared after
you? Look, Henry. Victor, through the trees right out there. Look! There he is again!
Yes, the monster stood there, silhouetted against the trees. The monster which I had created, standing like an evil blot of flesh and bone, moved in the darkening twilight. And then suddenly, phantom-like, it disappeared. Beth and Henry both watched me as I started from the piazza after the disappearing creature in the backwoods. As I drew near to the heavily wooded section, giant footprints in the soft mud about me showed the path ahead. The sun was sinking in the west, and the last orange pinpoints of light needled my flesh until every sense within me was tingling with the expectations of seeing my living horror. Then I realized I was unarmed. Every crooked tree, each twisted branch which obstructed my path, appeared to be his form. I heard the crackling of a branch and the moving of a form on the velvet moss.
I thought you'd come, Creator.
You.
Are you frightened, Creator?
You dare talk to me?
Please, don't turn away from me. Please.
Let me go.
I mean no harm to you. Listen to me, Victor Frankenstein. You must listen to me. You created me. You owe me that much.
I owe you nothing, murderer.
Why am I a murderer? Because you created a form so horrible, a face so distorted, that no man can look upon me and call me friend. I'm an outcast. You can save me.
Let me go.
Not until you hear my story. Sit down, Creator.
My arm! Let me go!
I wandered through the streets of London that first day. Children screamed in the streets. People flocked together trying to kill me. And I was lonely and hungry.
How did you follow me here?
Not so long ago, I returned to my birthplace, the laboratory, broke in and discovered your identity. But first, I fled to Scotland and lived outside of a cottage. That's how I learned to speak. An old blind man was teaching a young French girl to speak English. I listened to the lessons from the open windows.
Now, what do you expect of me?
A companion. A woman of the same species, with my defects. One who will be my friend. This being you must create.
No, I'll not do it.
You must. Every man's entitled to a wife.
No.
You must. If you create her for me, I'll take her with me into the far wastes, and no one will ever see either of us again. Ever.
How will you live?
On fruits and berries. We'll manage together. Please, you can't deny me this.
A maid. A monster's mate.
You will? You will? I swear, I'll never harm another human. Never create her. If you'll only grant me just one companion.
And if I refuse?
If you refuse, even a brain that you have made, creator, might become twisted and distorted.
And so that night in the forest, I made a devil's bargain. I bargained to create a monster's mate, perhaps another murderer. How could I know? The monster swore to live in the forest and wait a year or 2 years if necessary. And upon completion of my work, he would take his companion away. But if I broke my promise, he swore revenge. And so I started work. I searched Paris for the necessary equipment, built a shack in the woods about a mile away from our chalet. 3 months I worked, 3 solid months, shaping her who was to be his mate. And then one night, it was windy outside. I thought the wind had blown the door open when...
Victor, I'm sorry. I had to disturb you.
Is it Beth?
No, not Beth. She's fine and sends her love. It's the townspeople. Your activities have stirred up a lot of curiosity.
Oh, the fools!
Well, I can't blame them, especially after the rumors which have been going around. Rumors of the... Victor, you know the monster in these forests. You've known of him all along. People have seen him and connect him with you. Mothers in the village are frightened of their children.
I know nothing.
Look, I'm only trying to help you.
I know nothing, I tell you.
But the men have banded together. They're going to make a raid on you here, to burn your laboratory down, and to find the monster who lives in these woods.
They can't. They mustn't.
Oh, what devil's work are you carrying on, man? I'm trying to help you. Oh, Victor, will you please let your friends be your friends?
Henry, go back to Beth and leave me alone.
Beth is safe at home. You're in danger, and I won't leave your side this night, my friend.
Then be prepared.
Prepared for what?
You've guessed many of the reasons for my secrecy.
Then there is a monster.
At school, I stumbled on the secret of life. I was trying to create a superior race. I was a fool, and I created him instead.
And he does live?
Yes, he lives.
Professor Waldman. What happened to Professor Waldman?
The night I created the monster, Waldman became frightened. He screamed, attempted to kill the creature. The creature, like a child, warded him off and then tore him to pieces in front of me. I couldn't stop him. The monster had killed before it had really begun to live.
Then what?
The monster left the basement through the side entrance, carrying the professor's corpse. I had no choice. I had to leave the country.
Oh, what are you doing with that creature now?
Fulfilling a promise. Follow me into my cabin and I'll show you. How soon do you think the townsfolk will be here?
Oh, within 2 hours or so. They're meeting in the square in town.
Come in.
What? A woman?
Yes, a woman. The monster's mate, his friend. I promised him a friend, and in return he swears to hide himself forever from the world.
A devil's bargain, Victor.
A bargain I must keep for all our sakes.
But the monster proved himself a murderer time and time again. Why, in London, after the death of Professor Waldman.
Time and time again.
But how do you know that the mate won't be even more vicious than he? You'll let loose an avalanche of hatred. Oh, destroy her before you bring her to life.
Yes, avalanche of hatred.
Look, you've no time to waste. Set fire to this cabin quickly, Victor. Set fire to the cabin and come away. Why, man alive, you can't go through with this thing.
But the promise.
It's a promise to a fiend. He'll be your death and ours, Victor. Oh, hurry, man, hurry, if you've any love for Beth.
I've been insane with grief and fear for Beth and you. Go back to Beth, Henry, at once and wait for me.
And you?
I'll set fire to the cabin as soon as I destroy my books. I'll join you later.
Oh, hurry, friend. We'll meet you home as soon as you can make it.
For 1 full hour, I worked feverishly. I soaked the shack in oil, and then taking a taper from the vase, I lit the fire. The fire started quickly. I placed my books in the very center of the room, and then opened the door of my shack. The experiment was at an end, and I felt free. The monster's mate would never live. I walked out, and then I saw him, his face contorted with rage.
Ah! My wife! My only chance to have a friend! Ah! My only chance!
I I knew then what was in his mind as he raced through the forest in front of me. The blazing shack was a beacon of light, and I saw his huge, misshapen form outdistance me, far outdistance me. He was faster than I, taller than I, and covered more territory. Racing, running blindly through the forest, I reached my home. The door of my home was flung open. Henry, mutilated and torn, stumbled blindly toward me.
Victor, the monster.
Henry, what?
I tried to, Victor.
Henry, you.
Beth, no. Upstairs.
Beth, I'm coming, darling, I'm coming. I'm coming upstairs. I'm coming, darling, I'm coming. If you kill her, Beth! Beth, oh, my darling. My darling. Oh, Beth, no. No. Both you and Henry. Both dead.
You two are alone, Creator.
Yes. Both of them were dead. All my dear ones gone from me now. And I'm alone. The wind howling outside my window is my only companion. All else is quiet as I sit by my window, writing this document. I am dying of loneliness and fear, shunned by the world, hated by everyone. I know I am waiting only for the monster's return, and he, having eluded the world, will return when I've suffered my full share of misery, as he has suffered his.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have brought you the story Frankenstein. Bellkeeper, toll the bell.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have heard another immortal tale in The Weird Circle. Bellkeeper, toll the bell. Be here in this lonely cave by the restless sea once again next time for another immortal tale in The Weird Circle.
I'm probably going to do more of those Weird Circle ones. I quite like that one. Yeah. This is cool. Lovely. He's love radio play. He's in true classic. Things like this is great. Yeah. Was unique because the radio play he tells a story from Dr. Victor Frankenstein's perspective, and the one that I have is told from the monster's perspective. Yeah, and the book actually tells from both perspectives, along with the this new Del Toro movie that came out that you can find on Netflix. It also has a part 1 from Victor's perspective and part 2 from the monster's perspective. So it's really worth looking at. I definitely recommend watching that movie if you can get your hands on it. Yeah. Let's do one more song from the wheel. Me and my shadow, huh? That's a short one. We'll have to do another one after that. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow, not a soul to tell our troubles to. When it's 12 o'clock, we climb the stairs. We never knock, 'cause no one's there. Just me and my shadow, all alone and feeling blue. Like I said, it was a short one. It's doing that thing again to me. Well, at least I figured out how to correct it. When the screen shrinks on me. I have to go to full screen, in on StreamYards and back again. My bunny lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Oh, blow ye wind over the ocean. Oh, blow ye wind over the sea. Oh, blow ye wind over the ocean, and bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Last night I lay on my pillow. Last night I lay on my bed. Last night I lay on my pillow. I dreamt that my bonnie was dead. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. The winds have blown over the ocean. The winds have blown over the sea. The winds have blown over the ocean and brought back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. And interesting enough, find another note on Frankenstein. I mean, we've never actually seen a movie with a book accurate version of the monster. An interesting little trivia there. Physically, he is 8 feet tall, translucent yellowish skin, and wrinkled, which thinly conceal the blood vessels, those mucus muscles underneath. Flowing, glossy, and black like hair, watery, glowing, and white in their sockets with the eyes. Lips straight and black. Teeth pearly white. Despite Victor Frankenstein's initial attempt to assemble a handsome human, his physical appearance is one of shocking contrast. With handsome feature, is like white teeth, he's juxtaposed with a sickly complexion, withered skin, and straight black lips. In contrast, there are early versions of the monster having green skin and was adapted from the old movie, which they actually used green because they would actually show up better on the black and white film. And also the bolts in the neck is another cinematic invention. I've been kind of toying around with an idea for a a slight version in where Frankenstein creates something close to the original version of the monster, and after that one goes rogue and nearly kills him. He creates the more movie version that we know of. Just kind of an idea. And since this song was on my mind, one of my Suno songs, might as well play that for you.
Evolution is the change over time in a group's genetics from one generation to the next. As they split and divide, we get new species, all remaining in a nested hierarchy. This gives us the birds and the trees, the flowers and the bees, and animals like you and me. Evolution is the change over time in a group's genetics over many generations. What benefits or not depends on the environment. This is natural selection at work. There's also the genetic drift and the flow, and all the mutations that build up over time. That's how we got the birds and the trees, the flowers and the bees, and animals like you and me.
There. Just had to get that brainworm satisfied for me. And maybe I just created a brainworm for all you. If you want to listen to it again and get it out dislodged, well, it's on my channel. And I will be putting in the radio broadcast played tonight also on the channel. We'll probably need sometime in the next weekend. So I hope you enjoy the show. And let's see here, what can we end on? Let's see. Nice little quote from Voltaire, the musician Voltaire. It's just important to understand, and we're all human beings on this planet. And so, however clearly defined enemy is in any particular case, you still need to understand that other person is a human being. The minute you dehumanize someone, it becomes a really slippery slope to treat people in an inhumane way. Just some words to think about on the way out. Be excellent to each other and party on.